The next question reads as follows, question 7. Identical metal rods are used in a manufacturing process. Each time a rod is used, there is exactly the same amount of rod left over. So what this means is that each time a rod is used to perform this for manufacturing purposes, there is the same amount which is left over. The entire rod is not used. So, in other words, it breaks it up into something like that, and then something like that. This part here is the same each time you use it. All right, 6 leftover pieces of rods can be melted to form one new rod. So if you got 6 of these, you can make these into a single rod. You melt it down, and this equals one rod. Okay. At the start of a month, the workers are supplied with 2,025 new metal rods. If they make full use of these rods, including the leftovers, how many rods in total will they use each month? Okay, so you got 2,025. Right? And you use 2,025 rods. Okay, that's fine. Now, how many rods are left over? Well, this gives you 2,025 pieces, leftover pieces. The 6 of these will give you a new rod. So let's divide this by 6. It doesn't go exactly. It's 337, remainder 3. All right, so you've got there's 2,002 pieces which are left over. You can make 337 new rods with those, but you have 3 remaining. All right, so now you'll take those. That's too little to make a new rod. Let's take this 337. You use it. I'm putting a tick there to say we're using it in the manufacturing processes. And in the end, you'll have 337 pieces. And from those 337 pieces, I can make 56 rods, 56, and the remainder is 1. So this is the number of rods that you make, 56. Now you had a 3 remaining there, and you got 1 remaining here, so therefore there are 4 pieces left. Okay, let's take the 56 rods now, and you can make out of that, melt it, and you get 9 new rods. And I'll put a tick there to say you can be manufactured there, and then the remainder is 2. Now the 2 and the 4 together gives you 6 pieces, and that gives you 1 new rod. Right? And there'll be 1 piece left over. Okay, you can't do much about that. So let's see how many rods you've got. You simply have to add all the ticks, because those ticks were the new rods that we made. One, two, three, four, 5. I could say 5 ticks. 12, 18, 27, 36, 10, 16, 23, 28, 2 and 5, 7 and 3, 10, 12, 2000, 2428. So okay, I don't remember this answer. That is why I'm taking such a long time to think about this. So it seems to me that we've used 2028 rods. Um, let's go to the answer which I had worked out earlier on and see whether I get 2428. I see it's 2429. Now, why did that happen? Okay, I certainly had 2025 in the beginning. It was 337. I think I had 337. And then I remember I made 56, right? And those six, okay, 56 rods. And then we made 9 new rods with this. But it seems to me that they were already, we could have used one more. Okay, somewhere along the line, I made a wrong calculation. So I divided 6 by 9 when I should have really divided. I had one more there. So that, that allowed me to use those 6 to get 10. And now there are 10 left over, and that gives me one more. So that is why I had one short. I had 2428, it's supposed to be 2429. So there was some wrong calculation. Okay, please check that to see where we went off. Okay.